Hello students. So case 1 I already explained about how capital of new partner is adjusted according to old partner's capital. Now in case 2 we will see how old partner's capital is adjusted according to capital of the new partner. So what are the steps involved here? First step is to calculate the total capital of the firm with the help of following formula. So total capital of the firm, that means capital of new partner divided by share of profit of that new partner. You already know if you divide the capital of new partner by share of profit, you will get the total expected capital or proportionate capital of the firm according to the new partner's capital. So according to step 2, you have to calculate the proportionate capital of old partners on the basis of new profit sharing ratio. As now new old partners will also have a different profit sharing ratio, so their capital will be according to this new profit sharing ratio because they are going to have now partnership in the new firm. So step 2 is to calculate the proportionate capital of the old partners. Again, you have to ascertain the present capital of the old partners after all adjustments, those adjustments which already have been done in case 1, that means addition of revaluation of profit or the general and reserve and accumulated profit, and you have to subtract the opposite side of that. So in this way, after adjustment, the present capital will be defined, and if the surplus is there, means if the thus calculated capital exceeds the old capital, then the partner will introduce new capital, and if the proportionate capital is greater than the if present capital is greater than the proportionate capital, they will withdraw some capital. Now these extra amount of capital is transferred into current account if nothing is given, if it is not told that they have withdrawn it, or in any case you have to just enter it in through current account, it will be adjusted whatever the extra amount will be there. So what if some partners capital is exceeding then the proportionate capital, then in the debit of capital you have to write to current account, so that his capital will decrease and will become according to the proportionate capital. If deficit is there, he will introduce new capital, so capital account will be credited by debiting the current account. So let's see now an illustration which will make it more clear. So X and Y are partners. In 5:3, they admitted Z as a new partner for one third share of profit. Z was to contribute rupees 20,000 as his capital. The balance sheet of X and Y on 1st April 2007, the date of Z's admission was as follows. Now balance sheet has been mentioned. You can see all the assets have been mentioned here, and then the other adjustments are goodwill of the firm was valued 12,000, land and building were to be valued 35,000, and plant and machinery 25,000. So some appreciation and depreciations are there. Liability was supposed to be notarized, so it will be deducted, and excess, it is written here that excess or shortfall, it may be transferred to current account. Let's see the solution. So at first you have to make the revaluation account. In revaluation account, plant and machinery is decreasing, so why we have debited revaluation account by plant and machinery. Again, land and buildings value is increasing, so we are creating revaluation account. Again, the creditor and provision for doubtful debts both are decreasing, so we will credit the revaluation account. Now we will get some profit on revaluation, that is total is 6,400, and that is divided in old ratio 5 by 8 and 3 by 8 of 6,400. So in this way you have got revaluation of profit. Now you have to do the working note. So first, according to the process I told, just calculation of new profit sharing ratio has to be done, and So total share is 1 and Z share is 1 by 3. So remaining 2 by 3 will be shared by X and Y in the ratio of 5:3. They will continue to have the same ratio. So X's share will be 5 by 8 of 2 by 3. So that is 10 by 24, and Y's share will be 3 by 8 of 2 by 3. So 6 by 24, and Z's share will be 1 by 3. So 8 by 24. In this way, we will get 5:3:4, the new ratio. So this is the new ratio. Again, adjustment for premium of goodwill. Let's see. Right of goodwill before admission. So total goodwill is 12,000, and right was before 5:3. So 5:3, 7,500 and 4,500. And right of goodwill after admission 5:3:4. So again we will distribute the 12,000 into 3 partners in the new profit sharing ratio. Now you can see the sacrifice has been for X and Y respectively 2,500 and 1,500. So in this way they will get the premium for goodwill. Again, calculation of capital to be transferred to current account of partners. So total capital of the firm is according to Z's capital, that is 20,000 divided by 1 by 3. So total capital of the firm should be 60,000. Now X's capital should be 25,000, and Y's capital, here wrongly it is written, it will be 5 by 12 of 60,000, then it will be 3 by 12 of 60,000 and 4 by 12 of 60,000. So in this way you will get the new capital 25,000, 15,000 and 20,000. So but present capital is, now we will add up here all the adjustments. 50,000 was the old capital, 10,000 was for general reserve. General reserve will be distributed among the partners. 4,000 for revaluation profit, and 2,500 for premium of goodwill. So 66,500 is the total capital of X, and again Y's capital in similarly is 44,900. Again, so amount to be transferred to current account, both are having excess capital than the proportionate capital, so they will withdraw. X will withdraw what 44,900 minus 15,000 equals to 29,900. Now partners current account, it will be transferred to partners. So let's see first partners capital account. So by balance BD, the old capital was there. By bank, new capital introduced by Z 20,000. By general reserve distributed among partners, and goodwill for sacrifice you have already got 4,000 and 2,400 figure, and Z's current account 2,500 and 1,500. That means here goodwill hasn't been brought in cash by the new partner Z, so it will be adjusted by debiting the capital current account of the partner. So by Z's current account 2,500 and 1,500, that was calculated in working note number 2, that will be transferred to the debit of the Z's current account. Now this entry, whatever excess capital was there will be made in debit, because excess capital both X and Y are having. So from excess debit 41,500, what was calculated in working note number 3, we have got already what amount of capital is to be withdrawn by the old partners, because they are having excess of capital than proportionate capital. So that will be debited to the capital account. Now after Z's admission, you can see that what is the balance sheet. So land and building, the revalued figure, plant and machinery revalued figure, stock, debtors, new provision is there, and capital account of X, Y and Z. And general reserve will not appear because nothing has been said that it will continue, and current accounts balance will appear in the balance sheet, and creditors will be again the revalued figure. So investment and cash, here 20,000 has been brought by Z, that will be added, and the debit balance of current account of Z will be transferred in the asset side. This is coming first time. So if the partners are having credit balance, they will have their current account in liability side in balance sheet, and if they are having debit balance in current account, then it will be placed in the asset side of the balance sheet. So this is a case 2 when old partners capital are adjusted according to new partners newly introduced capital, because new partner cannot bring the proportionate capital according to the old partners. So old partners are adjusting their proportionate capital according to new partner. That is the main theme. I am sending this PDF file. Go through it, and if you can't understand, then you can refer to the video. Thanks.